Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jeng and Jen. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. Today we have a man. I want to call her live on air so that he can tell us the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'm a bit late to do this video. I'm calling him live so that he can tell us the kind of person he would prefer. His name is Paul, and you could be wondering, at the age of 63, what kind of a woman is he looking for? He is widowed, and he will tell us. He's ready to tell us the kind of woman he is looking for. I want us to listen to him. Bwana, we had agreed. I'm calling him, so he has a very interesting story. Let me try him one more time so that I know his story, but I wanted him to give it out. I wanted him to share with us so that if anything, he is the best person to narrate his story. But if he doesn't, maybe he can call as we proceed, and he can call, and then but I'll be narrating because I am not planning to reschedule this video. We're already 2 minutes into the video, so maybe I can give details, then I will share the contacts, and as many as of those who are interested can be able to get in touch. Now, our guest on today's show is Mr. Paul, and Bwana Paul is single and searching. One of the questions that linger and people are eager to know is why somebody is single and the kind of partner they want. Those two things highly determine whether people will be interested or not. Number one, he is widowed. A widower is a man who lost his wife through death. That is the male version of widowhood. But a widow is a woman who lost her husband through death. That's the female version. So Mr. Paul is single and searching because he is widowed since 2015. So February next year will mark the 10th year since he lost his wife through a chronic disease. And in most times than not, people would want to know what happened. Although when you directly ask that question, you appear kind of insensitive, but it's also important to know what happened because you cannot change reality, can you? And it is important to know some of these things because they really inspire your decision or lack of it. They also help to discuss internally. You're able to evaluate yourself and you're able to weigh on a scale, on whatever scale. Then you can make a decision on whether or not you will be interested. Mr. Paul lost his wife February of 2015 to a chronic disease, I think cancer, and he is now back on his feet. He says that nobody can really move on, but at times you accept reality. At times you realize that you cannot change things, and so you have to align. And then you have a whole life ahead of you, and life has to continue. One of the reasons why most people are searching is not because they are desperate for anything. Even those who are watching this video to this minute and they feel that they want somebody, it is not because they are desperate for something. It is just that they feel that loneliness. Loneliness is real, especially if your children are now going back to school or they have cleared school. Others are married, others are working, and then the nest is empty. You are home alone. You are left to wonder, and you're like, will I be like this throughout? You need somebody to share about how your day was. Sometimes you're not feeling well. It might not necessarily be a disease. Sometimes it could be fatigue. Fatigue ni kuchoka. Sometimes you feel fatigued and you would want somebody to just pat your back and tell you everything will be all right. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need to watch a movie with somebody, and then all your stress fades away. You look forward to the next achievement. So that is what life is made of. And it is very important. And that's why this show is very instrumental in guiding the discourse of marriage, because we believe that people should be happy. They should never be judged by society, irrespective of the reasons why they are single, because there are people who are single because they are divorced, others are separated, some are widowed, others are trying marriage for the very first time. Okay, so let us not judge people when they come looking for matches. And some of the people, that's why you find so many people in fear, because you post somebody and somebody has decided to come out clean. Somebody has decided to come out clean, but the other person is like, no, huyu ninamjua, kumbe jirani hananga mtu. So you mean you are not, and the way you look happy, you are not looking for a match because you're not happy. You're looking for a match because you need one. Mr. Paul is looking for a woman who is 45 years and above, at least 60. 60 is the maximum. So if you're 60 and above, this could, if you're 61, for instance, this is not an ideal match. From 45 years and above, this person should also be financially stable. I want you to be clear, because he is financially stable. And most guests who come to the show and say they are financially stable would also be interested in people who are financially independent, so that they can be able to rhyme. That's what some of them say. So he says he would prefer somebody who is financially independent, so that they will not bring kind of culture shock. They will not bring kind of differences in understanding, the differences in spending. One person is spending, the other one is feeling like this is wastage. Are you getting the point? So at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel like it was actually worth it. Okay, and I don't know whether I can be able to call, so that I think he should be able to pick. He's a businessman, and he is an international businessman. I hope he can be able to pick, so that he can give us a detailed story of his life. He's a father of 4. All the children are stable, mature. Nobody is in the nest. Hakuna mtu ako hapo nyumbani, and they keep on encouraging him to at least get somebody, so that he will not live a boring life. Like Christmas was not something so nice for him, because you see, men can be very lonely. Women can be invited places, especially, it doesn't matter their age. Women can always be invited. But for a man, unasikia jamaa akikwambia akifika 50 years, 55 years, he doesn't want to be, he's not picking the call. I don't know, maybe he's inconvenienced, or he's not, maybe he will call back. Let's see, maybe he will call back. But once he calls back, because I want to end this video, probably atakuta mimi nimemaliza video and I cannot repeat. So I will just post his contact, so that as many as of those who are interested can call him. Then if you need more details, probably you can ask him. That's why we only share the basics, why you're single, the kind of person you want, the number of children you have, what you do for a living, and those things. So that's it. And so if that person is financially stable, if that person is having what we call the right mental fortitude, that woman should be God-fearing, and that woman should be acceptable in society. You see, when you are an acceptable man, when you are a man of good standing, you would also be interested in a woman who has good standing. Are you getting the point? And those are the things that make life very, very interesting. So that's it. We are wishing him well. We hope he gets a good match. And from our desk, we wish him very, very well. Until then, this is Jenga Njero. I'll see you in the next video.